got to start with something. We have been reporting, and it has been attributed to you, a statement out there that you allegedly issued through your publicist apologizing for that. But you don't apologize for what you said in that stand-up.
I'm not allowed to. As a stand-up, the only thing that I sell is uncensored.
Katt Williams has made waves yet again, this time taking aim at none other than Snoop Dogg. Snoop, known as one of hip-hop's most iconic figures, has stirred up controversy by performing at Donald Trump's crypto ball. This unexpected move has left fans and critics alike questioning his motives, and Katt's fiery comments have only added fuel to the already blazing fire. From Snoop's bold criticisms of Trump in the past to his recent shift, this story is unfolding like a Hollywood drama. Let's start with the facts. Snoop Dogg has never been shy about voicing his disdain for Trump. In 2017, he famously took direct shots at Trump in his music, going so far as to mock him in a controversial music video.
On Instagram, he would go on to write, "Wow, that's what we doing? Trump propping up white supremacy isn't just in his past, Nelly. It's who he still is today." This man called Daniel Penny a hero. He still stands behind his opinion of the exonerated father.
So, how do we go from that to Snoop headlining an event tied to Trump? The internet is buzzing with theories, and Katt Williams has made his position crystal clear. He sees this as yet another example of a celebrity prioritizing personal gain over principles. In Katt's words, "Wow, this is what we're doing now." His message struck a chord, with many fans echoing his sentiment online. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Snoop's performance isn't just about Trump.
This is Snoop Dogg saying, if you all vote for him, you're stupid MFers. This guy's a punk, don't vote for this N-word, don't vote for him.
We're giving you this backlash because you are propping up a white supremacist. I would ask them to show me where he's a white supremacist, but I am honored to be performing for the office, for the president of the United States, regardless. Ain't another president asked me to perform. Name.
It's about a pattern of choices that date back decades, involving names like Tupac, Suge Knight, and even the infamous East Coast-West Coast feud. Questions of loyalty have long followed Snoop, and this latest controversy has only reignited those doubts. Katt Williams, never one to hold back, suggested that Snoop's trajectory reflects a broader issue within the entertainment industry, the willingness to compromise values for survival. It's a sharp critique, but one that resonates with many. Let's talk about that history. Back in the 1990s, during one of the most explosive periods in hip-hop, Snoop was caught in the middle of the East Coast-West Coast rivalry.
Doing this for money. I'm doing this because it's an honor. I respect the office. It's an honor for me to perform for the President of the United States, regardless of who's in office. If President Biden would have asked me to perform, I would have.
And sometimes it was almost like Snoop wasn't there. He went from the biggest thing in the world to now everybody's talking about.
While Tupac went all in against Biggie and Puffy, Snoop took a neutral stance, calling both men his homeboys in an interview. This didn't sit well with Tupac, who saw it as a betrayal of everything they were fighting for. According to Spice One, Tupac couldn't understand how Snoop could side with individuals who represented the opposition. This tension only deepened after Tupac's tragic death, with Suge Knight suggesting that Snoop might know more about the circumstances than he's ever revealed. Fast forward to today, and those old questions of loyalty are resurfacing. Snoop's decision to perform at Trump's crypto ball has left fans divided. Some see it as a pragmatic business move, while others view it as a betrayal of his earlier stances. Country artist John Rich didn't hold back, highlighting the irony of Snoop's transformation from a vocal Trump critic to a performer at one of his events. Benny Johnson, a political commentator, went even further.
You know that Tupac and Snoop wasn't saying eye to eye like that before his death? Because you was one of the last people with him before he left for Vegas, because you recorded one of his last songs.
A little upset over that. He would tell me, like, you know, Snoop trying to be cool with him. And at the same time, before I understood what Snoop was going through, I was like, damn, he trying to be cool with him after they shot you up like that in the studio? He probably trying to lay low. You know, he just beat a whole case, man. He was on trial for 25 to life.
Describing the move as a textbook example of how money can sway even the loudest critics. He questioned whether Snoop's actions were about building bridges or just cashing a hefty paycheck. But let's not forget, Snoop wasn't alone on that stage. Rick Ross, Soulja Boy, and Nelly also performed, and they too faced backlash. Critics accused them of abandoning their principles for the sake of a paycheck. Nelly, however, defended his decision, stating that his performance wasn't about endorsing Trump but about respecting the office of the presidency. In his own words, "It's an honor for me to perform for the President of the United States, regardless of who's in office."
Everything right about him, about putting him on All Eyes on Me, speaking about him and being real with him. And if it's true what they say, face to face, it's going to be a lot of explaining.
She knew it was a little tension, but she knew how much we loved each other, so she gave us a moment for me to say some things to him as far as how much I love him, but I knew that was going to be my last.
While some fans appreciated this perspective, others weren't convinced. Snoop himself addressed the criticism, framing his performance as a move toward unity rather than division. He emphasized that this wasn't about politics, but about evolution and finding common ground. However, his explanation hasn't silenced the backlash. For many, the optics of a hip-hop legend performing for someone he once openly mocked are hard to reconcile. This controversy also brings us back to Snoop's relationship with Tupac. Despite their tensions, Snoop has made efforts to honor Tupac's legacy.
Yeah, I heard Snoop, he was real hurt by that, huh?
Hell yeah. Pac was he was our friend. You know, our real friend.
But Pac saying is like, you either riding or colliding.
Suge Knight recently who said he used to be a superstar and now he's just a no-limit soldier. What do you say to that?
He used to be a CEO, now he's just an inmate.
He reached out to Jada Pinkett Smith and Afeni Shakur, Tupac's mother, in what many saw as a gesture of reconciliation. He has spoken openly about how Tupac's passion and energy shaped his career, calling him a brother for life, but unresolved tensions still linger. Snoop has often reflected on their last interaction, recalling how Tupac distanced himself after Snoop's controversial Angie Martinez interview.
You may think it was more people against me, it was more people with me.
Oh, well, we know.
Yeah, I saw that. That was the strange.
That was just,
thanks, Snoop. You said what we've been wanting to say.
Right.
But you shouldn't have said it like
that. Yeah. That part.
You get it?
Pac didn't even look at me, Snoop once said. That still hurts me to this day. Katt Williams, meanwhile, sees Snoop's recent actions as part of a larger issue. He has long criticized the entertainment industry for prioritizing power and survival over authenticity. From accusations against Jamie Foxx to claims about clones, Katt has painted a picture of an industry where loyalty and principles are often sacrificed for personal gain. To him, Snoop's performance at the Crypto Ball is just another example of this troubling trend. But here's where the story takes a twist. Trump's growing support among Black communities adds a layer of complexity to the controversy. While Snoop's performance might seem like a betrayal to some, others see it as a reflection of shifting dynamics. Trump's policies on criminal justice reform, for instance, have won over some Black voters, making Snoop's actions less of an outlier and more of a strategic move.
But you don't apologize for what you said in that studio, that stand-up.
I'm not allowed to. As a stand-up, the only thing that I sell is uncensored thought. So I'm only selling them the way I think, uncensored.
Katt Williams joins me now live from Los Angeles. Katt, good morning. Good to have you here with us.
Good morning, TJ. How are you?
I am doing all...
So, what's the verdict? Is Snoop Dogg simply evolving with the times? Or is Katt Williams exposing a deeper truth about the entertainment industry? One thing is certain. Snoop knows how to keep people talking. From his days with Tupac to his latest performance, his story is a constant mix of controversy and reinvention. What's your take? Is Snoop adapting to the game, or are his critics right to question his motives? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that dive deep into the most talked about moments in pop culture. Stay tuned for our next video. You won't want to miss it.